war doesn't just kill people, it changes the land. If you spill enough blood into the soil, eventually, the soil starts to choke. For the last few years, the gaming world has been obsessed with a single 30-second clip of a knight falling through the mud. But while we were all staring at the graphics, we missed the story. We missed the tragedy. So welcome to Blight Survival. It is February 2026, and while we are still waiting for a release date, we finally have enough pieces of the puzzle to understand what this game actually is. And it isn't just medieval Left 4 Dead. It is a horror story about the consequences of human violence. So in today's video, we are separating the facts from the theories. We are going to break down the confirmed lore of the Writhen, the mechanics of the extraction, and the reality of its development under Behaviour Interactive. This is the full breakdown of the War of the Dead. So let's start with what Haenir Studio has officially confirmed. The game takes place in an alternate 14th century, in a strip of purgatory known as No Man's Land. Two rival kingdoms have been locked in a ceaseless war for decades. They have fought for so long that they have effectively destroyed the border they are fighting over. And this brings us to fact number 1, the origin of the Blight. So unlike The Last of Us, where the infection is nature evolving, or even Resident Evil, where it's science gone wrong, Blight is supernatural. The developers have stated that the new strain of Blight erupted from the remains of the fallen. It is fueled by blood. This is the core narrative hook. The two kingdoms are still fighting. They are still sending fresh soldiers into No Man's Land. And every soldier who dies feeds the Blight. Let's talk about who you are in the game. Confirmed fact number 2. You play as the Writhen. You are not a soldier of the king. You are an exterminator. The Writhen are kinfolk, a specialised order tasked with entering the infection zone to destroy the source. But why do they wear masks? The confirmed lore is practical, to filter the spores of the Blight. But the community theory, well, it's much darker. Many believe the Writhen are exiles or prisoners, people who have writhed or twisted their way out of society. You wear the mask because you have no name. You wear the mask because you are expendable. Now let's talk about how this story translates into gameplay. Blight Survival is an extraction roguelite. This is a confirmed genre blend. You and up to 3 friends enter the map. You have a goal. You have to get out. And the most interesting confirmed mechanic is the next of kin. But when you die, you don't just respawn. Writhen is dead. Their body is now part of the Blight. You take control of their kin, the next mercenary in the line. This suggests that the roguelite elements, your upgrades, your knowledge, are passed down through a bloodline or a guild. You aren't one hero saving the world. You are an organisation throwing bodies at the meat grinder. And when you fight, you feel that fragility. The combat is directional and physics based. So if you swing a sword at a zombie wearing a steel helmet, it will bounce off. You have to grapple them. You have to wrestle them to the ground and find the gaps in the armour. Go for the armpits, the groin, the neck. This transforms the gameplay from a hack and slash into a wrestle and survive. Every fight is a risk. Every zombie was once a soldier, which means every zombie is better armed than you are. Now let's look at what is hunting you. We have confirmed enemies. We have the terrifying things the community thinks are coming. The confirmed, the Bellower. This is the scout. It screams to alert the horde. So in a game where stealth is your primary weapon, this thing is priority number 1. The armoured blighted. These are the reanimated knights. They require the grapple mechanics to kill. So now let's enter theory territory. The community has spotted concept art for a bloated enemy type, often nicknamed the Swelter by fans, but the devs haven't officially named it yet. This implies an enemy that explodes or releases toxic gas. There is also the mimic theory. In the new Marshlands biome reveal, we saw trees that looked, well, wrong. The community speculates that the Blight doesn't just reanimate people, it animates the forest. Imagine walking past a tree, only to realise the branches are limbs waiting to grab you. This aligns with the confirmed lore that the Blight is all-consuming. So, where is the game? It is February 2026. The Steam page still says to be announced. So here's the reality of the situation. The game went viral in 2022. It was built by 2 people. They realised they couldn't finish it alone. So in April 24, they partnered with Behaviour Interactive. Yeah, the Dead by Daylight people. And I know some of you are worried about monetization, and that's a fair point. But practically, this partnership saved the game, gave them a full team, tech and servers. And the developers recently broke their silence to show off the Marshlands biome. This proves the game is expanding beyond the initial forest map. While they missed the initial 2025 window that was rumoured, the current state of the game is active production. We are currently waiting for the announcement of public playtests, which are widely expected, though not confirmed, to happen this year. The Blight survival, well, it's a rare thing. It's an extraction game that isn't about guns. It is a zombie game that isn't about waves. It is a game about the weight of armour and cost of war. The lore paints a picture of a world that is already dead, and we are just the maggots fighting over the corpse. So if Haenir Studio can pull this off, it won't just be the best game of the year. It'll be the start of a new genre. So until then, keep your sword sharp and your masks on tight. Because the Blight doesn't discriminate, it consumes all. So I'm XP, and this has been your Blight Survival Breakdown. If you want to keep up to date, I'm monitoring this game closely. Any further updates, I'll be sure to let you guys know. So thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the no man's land.